Hi, good morning. I seem to have had better luck with internet at home, so I just stayed home this morning for chair yoga. I'm doing this from my home office. Welcome to Friday. Let's go ahead and just start with some breathing. Sit up nice and tall. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Engage your core gently to support your rib cage, and just let your hands rest on your legs. Shoulders relaxed completely. Breathe in and out. Just feel those shoulders slide away from the ears as you exhale. Close your eyes and bring your awareness inward. Not only feeling how your breath enters and leaves your body through the breathing passages, but all the things that happen with your body with the action of the breath. The expansion and the contraction. Creating space, releasing tension. Just notice if you're carrying any tension. Just look at the most common places we store our tension. Your jaw. You find yourself grinding your teeth, clenching your teeth. You find your eyebrows furrowing. Just soften that space between your eyebrows. Soften your temples and your jaw. Soften your neck and your throat. And keeping your hands on your legs, we're just going to lift the shoulders up, let them fall down. Lift them up, let them fall down. Lift them up, let them fall down. One more time, lift them up, let them fall down. And then we're just going to round and squeeze back. Round, squeeze back. So your shoulder blades go apart from the spine. They squeeze toward the spine. Back and forth. And then finally just circling. All these, like so many parts of our body, we don't always take them through all their potential ranges of motion. We end up limiting our own body's movement. So and if it feels a little tight and stressful, it probably just reaffirms that we haven't been moving these shoulders a whole lot. All right, let your hands hang down at your sides, and we're just going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands coming down, palms leading. On the way up, the thumbs lead the way. Exhale. Inhale up again. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. And just keep the hands overhead and just shift your shoulder girdle. So you lift the right shoulder and the left shoulder back and forth. Open your arms out. Bring your right arm across. Hands on the shoulders right now. We'll intertwine them later. Just want to get limbered up here. Open it up again. Other arm on top, hands on the shoulders. Open it up. Let's go back to that first arm on top. Open it up one more time. Other arm. And then bring your hands down to your legs, and we're going to circle our torso. Pause at center front, reverse. And feel your weight rolling across those sit bones, across your rear end. And then we're just going to do a seated cat-cow. So stick your chest out, lean into the space between your legs, and roll your spine up. And again, lead with your chest, arch the back gently, roll it up. Do that one more time. Reach and roll. And we'll go ahead and grab the legs. Let's grab that right leg and circle that knee. Use your arms to create the movement. Leg is completely passive. Reverse that, go the other way. And switch sides. And reverse. All right, let's come up to a more upright position. We're going to come back into eagle now. And take your right leg, cross it over your left. Sit tall as you can. Open your arms. Right arm is on the bottom. This time you can still do the shoulders if you need to, but if you can intertwine and broaden your shoulders, go ahead and do that. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, slide those elbows forward. Inhale, draw back. So you're moving out of a hip hinge. Back stays neutral. It's like you're literally pushing those forearms forward and then drawing them back. And again, squeeze forward. Draw back. Last time on this side. And draw back. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep those legs crossed a little longer. Connect with your breastbone here and just turn your whole rib cage to the right side. Breathe into that twisted torso. And relax. Let's come up off this side, go to the other side. Left leg on top. Again, make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Left arm will be on the bottom. Hands on your shoulders if you need that. Intertwine if you can. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, slide forward. Inhale, pull back. So this is something that we really can't do very easily if we were standing. Sometimes we can go deeper into some of our poses because we have the support of the chair. Exhale forward. Pull back. I feel like I'm playing peekaboo here. One more time. Exhale forward. Pull back. And do the hands, bring them to the breastbone, and just turn all the way to one side. Come back to center. All right, uncross those legs, and we're going to take them apart here, and just reach up overhead, and we're just going to basically come into a wide-legged forward fold. So bring our hands down on the floor. You might need a block or something. You can put really anything under your hands at home. And then we're going to take our right hand and put it on our thigh, and just push into that hand and feel it lift that shoulder. Put that hand down. Let's put the left hand on the left thigh. Push into that leg. Feel that shoulder get lifted. And put it down. Let's go back to that right leg again. Give it a little push. And put that hand down. Other side. And put that hand down. Let's walk our hands back up to our thighs. And we're just going to reach up overhead. And I'm just going to lean on that left leg, right leg. Reach up. Lean on that other leg, so it just gives you a little more support. And up. First leg again. And up. Stretch up high. And up. We'll do one more on each side. Reach. Lift up. One more time. Reach and lift. Exhale your arms down to the sides and extend your legs out. You might have to scoot to the front of your chair, and we're just going to reach down one side. First, we're going to start with the same arm. Just a little bit of a rhythmic reach. Don't worry about whether you touch your toes or not. We're just going in that direction. You definitely don't want to tip out of your chair. Some little rhythmic limbering today. All right, right leg. Reach down that leg. Hold your arm up. And come down. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Reach down that leg. Lift. And come up. All right, so bring your legs back to the front. And we're going to go ahead and do some seated leg extensions. Let your arms hang down from your shoulders. We're going to lift our left arm, extend our right leg. So it looks like that. You can see my toe there. And bring it down. Now you'll notice as you lift up, it's real easy to round your torso and slouch. Try not to do that, even if the leg doesn't get quite as high. And bring it down. Same arm, same leg. Right arm, right leg. Bring it down. Left arm, left leg. And bring it down. See if you can do both arms. One leg. Bring it down. Both arms, the other leg. And no, we're not going to do both legs together. That would be very difficult. And bring it down. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to extend one leg out to the side. I can see that. My leg's going out this way. A little tighter space to work with today. So I've got this knee bent. It's like a side angle with the chair under my hips. All I'm going to do is take my thumb to my shoulder, reach that hand up, and see if I can just work my way down the frame of the chair on that right side. And then just a big wave. Release that right hand, lift up. Feel the ribs lift away from the hips. Let's go back to that first side again. It's more of an upward lift, then gradually going over. Try to roll that top shoulder backwards a little bit. The whole corner of your torso. Lift up. And we're going to do that one more time. Lift up. And just notice what it feels like to bring that shoulder forward. I'm just really exaggerating that here. But what's happening when you turn that whole upper part of your torso? All right. Turn that way. Turn to the side a little bit. And then you got room to bring that hand down and come back. All right. Let's go ahead and do one reach down this other direction. Again, you're reaching more upward, feeling that stretch in the shoulder. And bring that down. Pull that leg in. Set up on the other side. So I'm going to extend my leg out to the side. You'll have a little bit of an angle here. We can't quite open our hips as wide when we're sitting on a chair. A little bit hard. So sit up, thumb to the shoulder. Lift up, and then start to lean over, and I've got this hand literally following the edge of the chair downward. And then a big wave, reach down the leg. So this is another place to notice what you're feeling with the breath. When you're extending upwards and you've got your rib cage tilted, how does that affect the expansion when you breathe in? And back. And again. This time try to roll that shoulder back a little bit, see what that feels like. You've got support, make sure you're using it. come back up again. Again, noticing that potential to move your torso. Feel that. So you've got your hips pretty much glued to the chair. And you're moving your rib cage. So go ahead and circle that hand down. Come back up. One more. Reach the other way. And come back up. All right. Let's pull that leg in. And we're going to turn sideways. Use our chair to help with the twist. So I'm going to have my left hand on the front side pulling and my back hand pushing. Sit and just twist and look over the back of your chair. And then breathe into that twisted torso. Your shoulders are still trying to fall away from your ears. Breathe in and out. We are going to be going into a kneeling lunge. So you may need some support under your knee. And release. And some of the chairs you have at home aren't the same height as the ones we work with at that Blue Bicycle. So drop that leg down and get whatever support you need under that leg to keep your hips as even as possible. And once you get set up, we're just going to lift up. One hand. Lean over the back of the chair. Come back up. Bring it down. Second time, we're going to lift up both hands and stretch up tall. And just continue reaching, wiggling those fingers as you reach for the ceiling. And pull your hands into heart center. My office used to be my son's bedroom. And there's still glow-on-the-dark stars stuck to the ceiling in here. All right, interlace the fingers, press your hands away, drop your chin. Lift up one more time. And we're going to bring our hands behind the head. You may need to unclasp your fingers to turn your hands over. We're going to make this little holder behind our head. Press your head into your hands. Squeeze your fingers against each other, but feel like you're trying to draw your elbows apart in opposite directions, and you're just gently, hands pushing the head, head pushing the hands. And just see if it feels like it's kind of elevating your skull. And relax. And just pick up that leg. And we're just going to swing around and turn around and go the other way. So your sides to the back of the chair. We're going to go ahead and do that seated twist. My front hand is pulling, my back hand is pushing, my shoulders are still relaxing down from my ears. Sit tall. Try to breathe as deeply as you can into that twisted torso. Let's do one more breath. Unwind and exhale. We'll go into a kneeling lunge. So again, try to get some way of making sure your hips stay even. And we'll start by just lifting up the hand farthest from the back of the chair. Leaning toward the back of the chair. Coming back to center. Exhale, bring your hand down. Second time, we're going to lift both hands up. Bring your hands into heart center. Interlace your fingers. Press your hands away. Spread your shoulder blades. Drop your chin. Lift up. Like a good morning stretch, your shoulders squeeze towards your ears. But this is a different action than typically shrugging your shoulders. Conform your hands, unclasp them, reclasp them, bring your hands behind your head. Squeeze your fingers toward each other. Elbows pulling out. gently engaging your neck muscles and pressing, resisting with your hands. Feel like you're gently elevating and levitating your skull. And then release. All right, so we are going to come to a standing position. I'm going to cheat a little bit here and go ahead and have your chair in a way that you're facing it. So I've just got my chair. Oops. So you want to end up with a flat back. I'm just gonna, yeah, good. Nice flat back. And we're gonna start with some bird dogs. See what I end up kicking here. All right, so extend your left leg back and reach out with your right arm. Opposite arm and leg. Bring those down, other side, opposite arm and leg. But try to keep that back flat, pull your belly into your spine. Bring it down, let's come back again. First side. Point the toe. One more time on the other side. Down. All right. So bend your knees a little bit, press into standing, and go ahead and step your left leg toward the chair, right leg back. We're going to do a warrior one, and then we're going to move into a supported triangle. So go ahead and lift up. And press your front leg straight. And then bring your hands to the back of the chair. And then just open up. So that's one way to get into it. So you can start to kind of reach that bottom of your rib cage even farther, as long as you're not really collapsing that torso. Feel free to adjust your feet as needed. Then squeeze into your legs and come up, wide arm position here. And we're going to reset and come down into the seat. So you're just coming a little lower and resetting. So you're reaching this bottom hip back, trying to kind of, rock those hips, reach back to that hip. Try not to arch your back. It's just, I'm literally taking my hips toward that wall. Alright, so bring this arm down. Now your hands are in the seat. Flat back with a little leg stride position. Pull that front leg back. You're back to your flat back again. Bend your knees and come up. Back to mountain. Alright. So we're going to get set up on the other side. It's like a warrior one position. I've got a little bend in my knee. Lift the arms up. And then press that front leg straight. Reach for the back of the chair. Again, I'm having to wiggle my foot back a little bit. That you may have to do the same. And then slowly open up. So this is what it looks like from the back side. But the main goal here is to keep that bottom side really lengthening, because that's a common area of collapse when we do triangle. Alright, so squeeze into your legs and come up. And then we're just going to come back down into the seat of the chair. A little lower. And you may have to adjust your feet again. And then bring that hand around. Realign your torso with your seat or your chair. And then pull that leg back. Flat back. Bend your knee slightly and roll it up. And we're just going to come into mountain pose or Tadasana. So just stand with your feet together, big toes touching. Look straight ahead. Feel all four corners of both feet. Lift your toes, feel your arches engage. Engage your leg muscles all the way up, muscles wrapping around your bones, all the way up to your hips. And then gently elevate your pubic bone and soften the back of your pelvis. Think of your spine as reaching right to the top of the head. Your midsection is that bridge between your hips and your ribs. So let's go ahead and stretch up tall. We're going to make a pointer with our index fingers and just make ourselves really tall and narrow. And just kind of feel the little weight shifts in your feet as your body adjusts the shifts in balance. And then pull your hands into heart center. And sit the hips back. So we are in chair pose off the chair. Squeeze your legs against each other, engage your sit bones. Now feel your thighs engaging. Your thumbs are on your breastbone, so we're going to turn that rib cage. And at the same time, feel like you're trying to slide, since I'm turning to my right, feel like I'm trying to slide my right foot forward and pull my left foot back in the mat. And then come back to center, come back to neutral, and then go to the left. Same thing. If you go to the left, feel like you're trying to pull your left foot back and slide your right foot forward. Thighs, feel those thighs working. Come back to center and ease up. And then we'll bring our hands behind our back, open the chest, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, elevate the collarbones, breathe into the front of your chest. And relax. All right. So we are going to do something we usually don't do in class, but take your left foot and just put it on the seat of the chair. So we're doing a kind of a runner's lunge with our foot up. And all it amounts to is a shifting forward and back. So again, ease into that. Make sure you're not tipping that chair over. Push back. And again, shift and push back. So I'm deepening this hip angle right in here. And back. One more time. Holding. See if you can reach up. Again, you're putting a lot of weight on that thigh into that chair, so if you aren't comfortable reaching up, go ahead, just keep your hands on your thigh. Exhale, bring your hands down. Hands on that thigh. Carefully step off. And come back to mountain. And switch to the other side. Foot on the seat of the chair. A little bit of a stride back. And all you're doing is just a weight shift, ease forward. You decide how far forward to go. And then push yourself maybe upright, maybe just a little past upright. And shift forward again. And take it back. And back. Forward again. And back. Noticing how that chair is reacting to your weight shift. And then hold that forward position. Reach up if you feel comfortable doing so. It's like a runner's lunge with the foot high off the ground. And bring your hands down. All right. Come off that chair. And we're going to finish up with tree pose today, so you might want the back of your chair handy. So I've got my left side against the chair. I'm going to bend my right leg. So bend that right knee, open the knee out. Get your weight into that left leg without actually putting your hip on the chair. And then pull that leg anywhere between the floor and your groin. Lift that arm up if you feel comfortable. So you really are just rooting strongly into that left foot. It's a pillar of energy right down that left leg. You have to have strong roots to reach. Think of that. You have to have strong roots to reach. Bring it down and come off. All right. Switch sides. Again, you might be just turning around in place. I'm just having to face the camera so I don't feel like you've got to be moving your chair around as much as I am. All right, so again, standing strongly right next to the chair. Right leg is closest to the chair. I'm going to bend my left knee, open out, place that foot anywhere between the ground and my groin, basically. And if you feel comfortable to reach up, do so, and just really feel all of that strength and energy going down that right leg, right into the ground, and then really reaching up that left side. Keep breathing. Exhale back to mountain. Stand tall, take a big breath in, and then we'll go ahead and bring that chair back and have a seat. All right. So we're going to finish with some more limbering and stretching. Hopefully you have a strap or an old necktie, or you can just support your leg, whatever works best. I'm going to start with the strap on my right leg and bend my knee to pull that foot up, and then literally extend my leg into that strap, and it creates that tension. Now I'm squeezing my shoulders back, and my right leg is 99% straight. There's a little bend in it, so I'm not hyperextending my knee or locking out my knee. And then maybe try rotating the toes a little bit out to the side, if you can see that. See what that does. Every rotation or change in leg angle changes the way, what muscles you're hitting when you stretch. Take it back upright. Try toeing in. You're probably not going to get very far, but just see what it feels like. And come back to center, and then we're going to use that strap to guide this foot onto the other leg. So we're continuing to pull up on the foot, and then you can press down on the inside of the thigh. Just gently, let that stretch in your hip be your guide. Breathe in and out. And then take the strap off. Let's do some ankle circles each way. Oh, I got a good pop. Again, it's like anything else. We don't take this joint through its full range of motion very frequently, and it's like anything, it's use it or lose it. And then that smaller range of motion makes it more prone to injury. Roll an ankle, twist an ankle, that kind of thing. So let's get the other side. Put the strap across your foot. Push your leg out into the strap as you set those shoulders. Leg is no more than, not completely straight. Even if you can get it there, you don't want to lock that knee, because then you're just basically putting pressure on the joint and taking the stretch away from the muscles. Let your toes rotate out. Keep breathing. And let your toes come back slightly inward. See what that feels like. Just kind of checking out your own bone structure there. All right, use the strap to guide your foot onto the other leg, pulling up on that foot, down, push down into that thigh, and just let what you're feeling in your hip be your guide. And then take that strap off, circle the ankle a few times each way. Not quite as much popping there. All right, let's go ahead and take your feet down, and we're going to still keep our hands connected with the strap. So just Take it up overhead. Squeeze back. And bring it down. Try to move with your breath. Again. Pinch those shoulder blades gently towards center when you're reaching back. And we'll do that one more time. And tug a little harder. Right hand. Tug a little harder, left hand. And come center. Let's bring the hands behind the head only if it doesn't bother your neck. You feel how those shoulder blades really have to squeeze into center to do this. It's a good motion if you're okay with that. Take it up and bring it down, and let's go ahead and we'll finish with some upper body stuff. Let's go ahead and bring our hands together, interlace the fingers, just stretch out the hands and the wrists. Oh, I think somebody's outside the door here. I may have to let her in. All right, let's pull your fingers towards your torso. Oh yeah, I hear a tail thumping on the wall outside the door. Pull the knuckles back. Let's get the other hand. Pull the fingers towards your body. And pull your knuckles down. And let's just shake those hands out, up and down, to see what that feels like. And then just come to a nice, tall, relaxed position with your hands resting on your legs. And I think we've got a little guest here. Come here. Come on. She's okay. Come on. Hello. Hello. Come here. And got my helper here. At the very end of class. I guess she's going to give you her backside, huh? Okay. You don't know where the camera is, do you? All right. That's the other thing about trying to find relaxation. They say that petting an animal, a cat or a dog, is a great way to relax. So I brought Gracie in, and hopefully you're able to do your workouts with some of your critters around as well. All right. So have a great rest of your day. We will be doing a spin special class tomorrow morning at 8:30. Hour-long class. We will be needing dyno bands for that. So, you want to say hi, Gracie? Who's that? Come here, Gracie. Gracie, come here. Come here. Who's that? Who that? Who that? Come here. All right, come here, Gracie. Who that? Who that? Come here. Oh, you're too crazy. Okay.